Hello, family. Welcome back. Thank you for joining again, guys. We apologize for the late start, as almost as always. And as you can see, the house is full. However, this is on passive, and of course, there's always room for everybody. So we are so happy that we are going to be listening to a brand new voice today, new us on the platform Empowerment Network and not as of ONPASSIVE. Hello, Anita. Welcome. Please.
Good evening, everyone. Good to be here again with Comfort, Andy, and of course a new person, Fernand. Nice to
Yeah.
have you. Welcome.
Yeah, sure. Hello, Andy. Is it good to be here this evening as well? It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Yes.
What a week we're going to have.
Well,
Everything is going to go
I
forward this week.
know.
Fantastic.
You can say that again. So, guys, we are so very honored to have our brother Fernand. And if we know him, he is very powerful and one of the backbones in the French speaking community. However, he is up to the task. So, he will be communicating perfectly well with us here on this platform. So, bro, you are very welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Comfort. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Andy. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here. So, I will say this is a great day, especially when OnPassive is booming right now. Thank you very
Oh, yeah.
much.
Indeed. Thank you. The excitement is real. So, Fernand, if you would like, please, just maybe tell us quite very tiny about yourself, if you don't mind, please.
No problem. You know, it's always difficult to talk about self. My name is Fernand Kwete. I am originally from Cameroon, even though I'm a US citizen right now. I've been in America for quite some time, a few decades. I professional background. I've been in multiple fields, evangelist, agriculture, IT, online business. I've done almost everything online, from Shopify store with e-commerce to affiliate marketing, email marketing, social media advertising, a bunch of stuff. So that's why I say it's difficult to talk about me. And also on the ground, I've done MLM. I've done business, especially in transportation. I own a small company. So that's me.
Thank you, then. Thank you for joining us. You've done a lot of stuff and a few stuff that we've heard about and stuff. So, is Unpassive the place?
OnPassive is the place. And I've always been saying that there's nothing out there like OnPassive. So being somebody who's coming from all these different backgrounds, I've always having heart to do something for humanity, help people, and I've never met any company that can help me like OnPassive. OnPassive actually is the vehicle. Our CEO always says that, and I've seen it too. OnPassive is the vehicle that will get us to the destination. If you are somebody who has a heart, an open heart to giving, to helping, OnPassive is the place. I made a good choice, and I'll make the same choice 1,000 times.
Wow, that was powerful. So thank you. And unfortunately, or fortunate, I think it's quite fortunate. We just want to listen to the new voice over and over and over again. My friends here, we're actually co-hosts as far as this evening is concerned. So we would like you to have another go. You just said that on passive is the vehicle, right? And as you could see from the graphic of tonight or tonight for me, which says that Mr. Mufares says, with this vehicle you are talking about, he is driving the whole world into his ecosystem. And it's up to you and myself what we want to do with it. Do you want to comment on this, please?
Yes, OnPassive is a vehicle for all humanity. We can see it from different point of view. If you are somebody who is going to come to OnPassive because you are very interested in the technology, the products, what those products can do for you, you're at the right place. It will take you from point A to point B. You have your goals. OnPassive will let you or help you achieve those goals. If you come to OnPassive as a person who is trying to find a way to win in life, to have a good life, I'm talking about financial independence, you are also at the right place. OnPassive will take you from where you are now to your destination. So when you come to OnPassive, you just need to have a goal. You have to have a dream, and OnPassive will help you get there, no matter what dream you have.
Thank you so much. That was a powerful one. And of course, thank you for your patience, just me being on you over and over again. So, Anita, if you would like, you just want to pop in now, maybe add your own comments. What do you think when Ash says he is driving the whole world into the ecosystem and we choose what we want to do with it?
Okay. Look, we try not to bring religion into this in any way, but you know, something that came to my mind when he was saying this, and I'm not going to sing it because I can't sing to save my life, really. But you know, that hymn that comes into mind, he's got the whole world in his hands. You know, he's got me and you, sister, in his hands. He's got the little tiny baby in his hands. All of that come to my mind because he literally has got the whole world in his hands. So if people know Ash and OnPassive, they know they are safe. They know they're in safe hands. Okay, and they should feel very privileged to be where they are. But sadly, some people are kind of missing out on that side of the excitement. They're waiting and waiting. Oh, let me know when it's happening, and I'll click my buttons. And the very sad thing is they've missed out on this amazing journey. And some people are actually in and missing out on that journey. You know, I mean, those that didn't get in, you know, that time will come as a reseller. But those founders that got in that's missing the journey, I actually could cry for them when we are watching stuff like Saturday and over again. We've seen many times like Saturday, where tears are just in your eyes because you just so happy to be part of it. So thankful that you know, you joined and that you've got to know Ash, and you've just, when you get to know Ash, like I say, you know that you are in a safe place here, and you know that he wants what's best for all of us, not just him OnPassive, but all of us. So it really is up to the individual as to what they want to do with what he's providing, and he's literally given us everything on a plate. He couldn't make it any easier. There's no easier business out there. There's no easier opportunity out there. Everything is so simple, and it's up to us to make what we want to make of that opportunity.
Right. Thank you so much. That was a powerful one again from you, as usual. So, Andy, is there any other thing you'd like to add from your own angle, please? Thank you.
They've covered quite a lot. The one thing I wanted to cover was, as you guys know, I've been a financial advisor for 35 years, and we've offered savings vehicles for clients to build up pots of money in order to be able to take retirement so that they can then draw money down. And interestingly enough, we still see the vast majority of people within the early birds, should we call them, that don't grasp this. If you pay $1,000 a month for 20 years, you've put away $240,000, and hopefully that will have grown to about $1 million. In other words, you can then draw an income from it, probably 40 odd thousand a year, and still retain the cash. But you've got 40 odd thousand a year. Now, that's becomes a residual income, an income for life of 40,000. And in the UK, the average pension is 68,000. So it only creates an income of about £3,000 a year. And that coupled with the old age pension, it works out at about £840 odd a month, which is nothing. Most people can't survive on that in a Western society. certainly not the UK and Europe. If you go a little bit further afield, then ultimately that's a very strong income. But at the end of the day, you have to get to that point. You have to put something away in order to be able to get to that. Now we've got this opportunity where you have an opportunity from a done for you system that says all you have to do is subscribe to the product and activate that product by paying for it. Now that may be monthly, but at the end of the day, if your customer base is growing, the commission coming in then covers that. So that then starts to create a residual income. Now, we have, and again, people don't grasp this, we have 5.4 billion with a B potential customers, which will be 6.3 by the end of the year, because there's 196 million or more growing every year that gets connected to the internet, and every single person that uses the internet has the capability to be part of ONPASSIVE. Because not because they can, but because the value that is being created from the products that are being created are far better, far superior to what's available on the market. Now, we're bringing the whole world into the ecosystem, as Ash has pointed out. How and why? The point being that not only have they created far superior products, but at a far lower price point and far more value for money. Now, why is that? Why have they done that? Well, most companies are after profit. End of story. That's all they're interested in, profit, nothing else. We're not interested in that. What we're interested in doing is giving back. And that's exactly what our CEO has done and is doing. And therefore, that's why we'll see the whole world coming into our ecosystem.
That was powerful. Really quick. Thank you so much, Anne. I really appreciate. So, Fernand, I want to leave it open here, listening to Andy pour it out from the figures perspective. I don't know. One, do you want to comment on what he has said? If not, on the other hand, if you have a few salient points of what we have discussed so far to quickly drop into the next language for our brothers and sisters who are French speaking, would really appreciate. So just take your time, bro.
Yes, what Andy said, it's coming from the mouth of a professional. I'm not in the financial field, but I can understand the language. And what he's saying is, like you said, is really powerful. When you look at the numbers, the possibilities, it's super big. And our ecosystem is the starting point. That's where everybody needs to come in. If you want to be sharing this kind of joy, this kind of, I'll call it blessing, if you want to be able to see this kind of numbers or hear about this kind of numbers, you need to come through our ecosystem. In the ecosystem, you will find all ONPASSIVE products. All the digital products will be listed in the ecosystem. And from there, you can have a business. You can start a business. Not that you have to be an expert to start a business with ONPASSIVE, but the automation comes with the package. It means that you just need to come in. You just need to create a profile. You just need to be a part of the ecosystem. And from there, ONPASSIVE will be able to build a business for you, to help you be part of this project, of this journey. The products, this is my own comments on the whole thing. The products of ONPASSIVE, the technology is the latest one. Artificial intelligence. Sorry, I almost said that in French. Artificial intelligence. That's what the whole world has been waiting for, because from that technology, people will be it will be possible to automate everything. Not everything in life, but I mean in the business, talking about business, it'll be possible to have a business that runs by itself. And OnPassive makes it even easier because our engineers are on the field working hard to make sure you have that chunk of business running every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. Like Andy said, we have 5.4 potential customers, and anybody who join our ecosystem can tap into those 5.4 customers in the world, on the planet. Can you imagine being part of the business where you can possibly affect 5.44 people? We see successful people out there who had established some business, and their target, it's a population of less than 100,000. I'll even say a few thousand, and they succeed. They make it, and we call them rich people. Imagine being part of something where you can tap into 5.4 million people, get your customers from there. The success, I will say, is almost guaranteed. And the challenge that people have on the field, I told you I've been on the internet for quite a while, for since 2010, so it's about 13 years that I've been on online business. I've seen people struggling for years before they make their first sale. It's not easy. If you look at the statistics online, I'm talking about websites. We have about 1.1 billion websites online, but out of the 1.1 billion, only 200 million websites are active. 900 million are inactive. Why? Because people fail. They don't know what to do. They create a website, they cannot run it. They don't have the means to run the website. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the technology. But OnPassive has all of that. We have the technology, the tools, and we can automate it. So what I'm trying to say is, now has come the time where you can join this kind of project, you can join this kind of business and succeed, because you will be able to create a website. You will be able to have somebody create a website for you and run it on autopilot. So that's why I said the success is almost guaranteed. So guys, OnPassive ecosystem is going to become the main language out there.
Wow. Wow, wow. I could not stop nodding. I'm just like on and on and on. Thank you so much. That was a powerful first round. And so I have another thing. I just want to look at a few stuff because it's still very fresh. We are this is the second tranche of celebrating the joy of Saturday. Me and Andy were here yesterday. So let's look at a few things as Ash was saying to us on Saturday. He said, we got to display our marketing message on the Eye in Dubai, the largest carousel in the world. We are just starting to stay plugged in. Anita, can you comment on that, please?
Look, the thing is, I mean, he talked about, we are going to own the internet, take over the internet. We've already taken over Dubai. I mean, how can you not? It doesn't matter where you go in Dubai, you're going to see OnPassive, okay? I mean, just even looking at that big wheel, if you was in the street and you're just walking down the street, I mean, you can't miss it. It's like a giant thing there, up in the air. And obviously the Burj Khalifa, you can't miss that, can you? It's like he's talking at the shopping mall. People are there daily. So obviously, all of those things together, people just can't miss it. Now that's just one country, but you see the clever thing about that, because people do say, okay, that's in Dubai, but it's not here in the UK. Okay, right. The thing is here, you have to, you have to put things in perspective. How many other companies are literally doing that kind of advertising all over an entire country to that degree. I don't know of any, number
Hmm.
one. Number two, you've got to think about everything that's happening there. People are filming it. They're filming those things and they're sending them back home saying, well, look at this. So it's being spread around the world. So it's very clever marketing, and this is really what, I want to say that people need to really, like Andy just said, people aren't grasping certain things, okay? And it's almost like when he spoke about this training centres, I feel like I want to get a lot of these founders, say, right, listen, take a few days off, okay? Switch off from whatever else it is you're doing, take time out of your job or your other business or whatever, and literally sit uninterrupted, even 8 hours of interruption, one day's worth. They would be amazed at the stuff they've missed, or the stuff, because a lot of people have already got a business here. A lot of people haven't. But those that have, they're plugging away at their current business because they need to. They need to earn money. No one said stop doing that. But they're not sitting down and taking time to look at how OnPassive is going to help them with that business, as well as the OnPassive business itself. So even though you've got people that have gone, oh, well, I'll take a punt, I'll stick me $97 in and, whatever, leave it in the background, they're missing huge amounts. They've missed the trick because they've missed what it's going to do for their business. And this is for me the real key thing that I want to do here is get people educated. Now you can only lead a horse to water. You can't actually make them drink. Do you know what I mean? But if people could only just take a few moments, something will spark with them, and they'll say, "Wow, I've really been a fool. I've been missing out." And because I just didn't grasp this or I didn't grasp that. So it is up to us to teach people, but of course, there's only so much you can do. You've got to remember, in this world, you're always going to have, those people that they'll make things happen. Then you've got some that will just watch things happen, and then you've got those that will wonder what the hell did just happen. That's how it is. But if we can get it across to people, put down what you're doing, listen, watch, learn, and then go from there. I think we could probably turn around quite a lot of the founders who have sort of just kind of put everything on the back burner, haven't they? So when Ash says he can get everybody into that ecosystem, the whole world into it, my God, look at how we can AI can even pick up on the people walking around Dubai as to what product to show them, what product should pop up. Mum and kids, pop up on Joy or whatever. Obviously they're going to detect different things in people, but we, never mind AI, we ourselves, we've got a tongue in our head. We know what people do, or the people we know what they do or don't do. So we can play a big part in that ourselves. We shouldn't have to rely on AI to do everything. It's great and it's going to do a lot for us all, but we equally need to do a little bit as well, don't we, really? We all know if our family's into this or that, or we all know like our neighbour might be struggling with his business, so he might need some help there. So we have to just kind of all see what we can do to help it along a little bit as well for ourselves. Ash has got the whole thing covered for the company, but for ourselves, it's to help ourselves along a bit, isn't it?
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anita. Let me try to mute so we can get some good sound quality. So, Fernand, yesterday, Andy was on this point. So, I'd rather pass it over to you to hear what your take on the fact that we were displaying last weekend on the Eye of Dubai, which happens to be the largest carousel on planet Earth. And according to Ash, that's just the starting point. What's your take on that, please?
Yes, my dear sister. Not only we were broadcasting on the largest carousel on earth, but we also broadcasted on the tallest building on earth. And that's the muscle of OnPassive. This is powerful when we look at where we are doing all these advertising campaigns in Dubai, the heart, the heart of earth, I'll say, when it comes to business, entertainment, um, tourism. That's the place to go. And I can say that we have some minds, some powerful people, some powerful thinkers in OnPassive. I've never seen a company that starts the way OnPassive has started, going in the middle of one of the most powerful place on earth when it comes to business, and start from there, kick everyone away, I mean, out of the water, and stand there as the big and powerful leader. When you see, when you look at the statistics to see how many people and what kind of people are visiting Dubai, since Dubai is Dubai, the Dubai that we know, you can understand that Mr. Ash Mufari, our CEO, it's I will say one of the best marketers on earth. And the vision of OnPassive too, we can read and understand the vision of OnPassive. If we go and do this kind of marketing in Dubai, it means that we want to affect the whole earth, because every country is represented in Dubai. It doesn't matter what kind of person is coming there, all the countries are represented. And we have people coming from the ruling part of their countries. We have people coming from the middle class of the country. We have people coming there for business. We have people coming there to just to have fun, entertainment, be entertained, and go back. And all those people are like ambassadors when they go back to their homelands. They carry the message of OnPassive. They take that message home. So when OnPassive choose spots like the biggest carousel, the tallest building in the world, that's a great strategy. We can, from that that way of doing business, capture the right attentions, give the right message for people to take home. That's where we can display the powerful technology that we have. That's where we can show what kind of uh, that's where we can showcase our business is the right place. And I think at this space, OnPassive is very, very soon going to impact the whole humanity, because we have, not only we have the means, but also the quality of our products, the quality of our applications, everything that we put out there, it's high quality. Remember the terms that our CEO has always used: above market value. It means that every product that we display out there, we this weekend, this past weekend, we were displaying to the world two products, that was O Connect and O Tracker. All those two products, as the ones that will come in the future, are above market value. Meaning what? Meaning that everything that OnPassive would produce and put on the market, it's already, when it's entering the market, is already above everything that we have seen in the market.
Hmm.
What do I mean by above? It means that our features, our functionalities, everything, I mean, the features that we have in our product are unheard of. If we look, we have been testing O Connect, and now we are testing O Tracker. When we look at O Connect, You will very soon understand. I mean, for those who don't know yet, for the people that have been live streaming using all these video conference platforms, we all know that if you take the best out there and you combine all the features, you will not have what you have in O Connect. Same thing with O Tracker. We see how powerful the tracking system is acting out there, if I can say, call it acting. We look at the two leading companies, what they are providing to the market, to the users, and you see how much they charge. One of them is charging $150,000 a year just for the tracking system. And you look at the features that they have in the tracking system, not even half of what we have in O-Tracker. And above all, OnPassive is going to give to the users an unbeatable price. It will cost almost nothing to use OnPassive products, to use OnPassive platforms. So it will be very easy and convenient for people to move from one platform to our OnPassive ecosystem. So that's what we were showing in Dubai this past weekend. And that was a great campaign. And it's still going on. And it will be going on for very, very long time.
Wow. Thank you so much, bro. I was thinking that we could punctuate our discussion with the next language, which is French, like our brother is requesting here. But then the flow is so smooth, I don't know where to pop in. So if they can be patient a bit towards the end, I'll just give you some time to make a quick summary of all that they need to take home. Is that a better way to go? What do you think, bro?
Sure, yeah, I agree with that. Let's just, maybe I can just say something to keep them waiting.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Thank you.
so that they know we are not leaving anybody behind.
Perfect. Thank you.
Donc voilà, juste pour vous dire, ceux qui ne parlent et ne comprennent que le français, cette émission, pour une fois, a une personne qui va s'exprimer en français sur la plateforme. Donc, la première partie de l'interview est en train de se passer en anglais, mais gardez votre mal en patience. D'ici la fin, nous allons trouver du temps de vous faire un résumé, un bref résumé en français. Comptez sur moi, je vais le faire tout à l'heure. Merci.
Thanks so much, bro. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
No
Yeah.
problem.
So, Andy, let's look at this. I'm just trying to say, sometimes it's just good to replay Ash and then listen again, and it feels really exciting. So he said on Saturday that Mr. Kumar told me, Mr. Mufare, that after the first release you see on O Connect, there will be a new update every week, 52 times a year. It just keeps getting better and better and better and more robust security. Can we comment on this, please? This is All Connect, our baby.
What you've got to take into account is the biggest, nearest or closest rival maxes out at 20,000. But we all know that the biggest issue with that is that certain countries that have poor internet connection lose their connectivity, get thrown off the call, can't be on the video, can't have the video on. If they have it on, you can't hear them, etc. There's lots of glitches. Now, we also know the security issues with the other platforms is damning, to say the least. The problems have cropped up in 2014, again in 2016, 2017, 2019, etc. They've never dealt with it. What the problem with the other platforms is that they've built a two-story house and are trying to build a skyscraper on top of it. You can't. The foundations aren't big enough. What's been done is the foundations go for kilometers with what Ash's team has created. So we have a platform that's unlimited. Now, what does that really mean? It means that you can do worldwide events, and anyone and everyone could be on that call. Now, just think of this for a moment. You could do an event where there would be 1 billion people on the call. And those people that are in areas where there is poor bandwidth, is where the AI technology takes over and says, hold on a second, this guy needs our help. And they send them bandwidth so that they can be on the call, they can have their video on, and they can speak if necessary. So it's a game changer. Now, I've come across a number of sizable companies, and one of the problems that they've had is they have employees around the globe, and some of them don't speak English. So the issue is that if you're doing a webinar in English, these guys lose out. But what if you had a platform that could translate automatically in real time with speech to text or audibly? That means that everybody in the company can be on the call at the same time, can understand what's going on, can be active in that call, because again, it translates the other way round. So it's a game changer. We also know that the cost of what we've had with 20,000 and another one with 3,000 was around about $10,000 a month. Ours is going to be far more cost effective for unlimited opportunities. But let's say, for argument's sake, that the company that takes on and uses it for an unlimited capability to have 50 or 100 or 250, 500 million, whatever it was on the call, and they never actually use it that particular month, they will pay a pro rata rate. So it's not this fixed rate whether you use it or not. This is, again, as Ferdinand mentioned, value for money. You have a baseline, you have a medium, and you have a pro limit. So if at the end of the day, people then, and I like to refer this to financial services again, so I'm going to apologize, but every single financial advisor these days does not go to visit the client. He does a video conferencing tool or uses a video conferencing platform in order to be able to do an interview over the computer. Now, what if you see 10 people or you speak to 10 people, you should sell to two are going to say no, and it's the other 6 that you need to try and help out. No matter what happens, 2 will always say no. But if you had a system whereby they get introduced to something that will help their business by bringing them onto an OConnect call, then you could actually get to a situation where you're being paid to use the software. Now, name another company on the market today that allows that. None whatsoever. Now, Fernand also mentioned about OTracker from the point of view that Google Analytics, the professional level of Google Analytics, is 150,000 a year. Okay, so if you had a system for a major institution that was a fraction of that cost, and by the way, they could actually get paid to use it, all under a single platform, who in their right mind wouldn't? This is powerful stuff, guys. And what you need to understand is you're part of this already. We are the 1 or 0.1% soon to be, of a company. And if you were the 0.1% of Amazon or Google or Facebook, I'd be certainly very happy. Now, those 3 companies I mentioned are all in it for the money. Facebook sells your data. We don't need to. And Red was asked at Christmas, why is it you not sell the data? The data is the most valuable part of the company. And the response is simple. We don't need to. So why would we?
Wow. Mind blowing indeed. Oh my God. Thank you so very much. So, Anita, do you still have another comment to make on the same point, please?
Excuse me. Just to add to what Andy's saying there, look, if you break this down to something really simple that every person watching this now, okay, has a mobile phone, a laptop or whatever, but most people have a mobile phone, right? And if you think about these people that say, oh, I'm not very technical, right? But they know how to use a mobile phone because they want to learn how to use it. So everybody can learn things if they want to. Okay, they understand the means to the end. Now, the means to the end of knowing how to use a phone is to text and make calls and do all the things they want. The means to the end of OnPassive is to learn what OnPassive is about, how they're going to earn money to change their life. Okay, but it's like talking about the question you asked about the sort of regularly doing updates. Think about Samsung, as in mobile phones again. Samsung have a phone that comes out every year, most of them do, but I've got the S21. It's old now. I mean, we're now on S23, you know, because in 2023 it's S23. So I kind of missed S22, but you know, I'll have that. So obviously, those people are working all the time on the next phone, and every year there's another one, and the next year there's another one. So they will never stop working. So they don't just bring you out the Samsung phone and go, there you go. Obviously, that's upgraded and updated every single year. Same with most phones. You know, there's always going to be the next one and the next one. And of course, all the technology each time they tweak this, they tweak that. They tweak, you know, some reviews will tell you that this feature wasn't great in the next phone. They preferred the one in the old one. But you know, they've got a new feature, and so it goes on. And that's what's going to happen on passive. It's never going to stop. They're always going to be upgrading, updating, adding, maybe even taking away a feature if they think that it's not something that people really are using or like. And they'll always be tweaking that. So people have got to stop thinking, oh, it's not ready yet. Why isn't it ready? Why isn't it finished? It will never be finished. It will never ever be finished. We'll always, forever and a day, always need working on, just like the mobile phone in your hand. Always needs working on, always will do. So don't think of OnPassive as anything different to your Samsung and your Nokia and all the other mobile phones out there, for example, just using them as an example. I'm sure it comes down to the same when you think about brands of laptops or whatever. The things that people use, they just take it for granted. The thing with OnPassive is people say, why is it taking so long? Why is it taking? Because you've been in from the very start. Most people don't get to know about companies until they're ready to hit the public with their products. We've had that privilege of being in when it was just one man's dream, and we've watched it grow, and we've had the privilege of beta testing products. But that will never stop. Us as founders are always going to be beta testing the next feature, the next feature. So, you know, that's the thing. Is I just want to make that clear to people. It's never going to be just ready. It's always going to be being updated. Always.
God, what a wonderful panel, guys, as usual. I really appreciate that. It's hard to go without hearing from our brother Fernand on this all connect thing, because we know how much we waited and finally have her in our arms. Listen, Fernand, all connect is cost effective, it's unlimited, it's high quality in terms of sound and image, more features to be added every other week or every week until when we don't know. Can you wrap your brains around this at all?
Yes, Comfort. It's I would say mind blowing. When we look around, let's think about the company that is number one on the market right now for video conferencing. What happened is they started and something came in called COVID-19, and their business boomed. That company, even though they are leading on the market, is still a lot of limitations with that platform. And we all know it. But we have a visionary, our CEO, Mr. Ashmufara, who thought outside anything that we could think of. Let me take an example. Who out there I've thought of including uh, influencers, musicians, politicians into a streaming platform where they will be free to reach their following. No one. No one. So when you look at the quality of the images, you look at the quality of the the voice on O Connect, like you mentioned, you understand that the visionary mind behind OnPassive took in consideration all those different groups, all those possibilities. With O Connect, it will be possible for a musician to hold a concert on O Connect, and people with um, high quality TVs will be able to watch the concert just like they were sitting in the concert room in where the entertainment is going on. It will be possible with the technology behind O Connect to even participate in some events on the go, like you're on the plane and you are watching a concert. You are on the plane, you are a politician, and you are talking to the world. Stuff like that. That's why I say there's a visionary mind behind this project. There's nothing out there that needs to gather billions of people or to gather the whole humanity that will not find its solution with Oak Connect. And you also mentioned the updates every week. Wow, that was unheard of coming from a company with a platform where you will have all updates 52 times, at least 52 times a year. When we see what's going on the market, when we look at we observe the platforms that we are using now, what happened is from time to time, maybe every 6 months or once a year, and sometimes even it's even after 2 years that they will be talking about updates. We have here a company that has all the features that we need. And they are still talking about updates every week. What are they going to add? What else? It means that these guys are even thinking ahead of what we can imagine. Instead of the market saying, this is lacking, we need this uh, on the market will be saying, wow, I didn't know this exists. You see the difference? Instead of requesting a feature, they will be discovering features. That's what will happen with OnPassive, with OConnect. So now let's think about those who are, because I always say OnPassive is for users and for business minded people. So let's talk about those who are using our tools to make money, to improve their lives. Okay, if we have somebody who has been out there being exploited by the platforms that you already know, they are selling your data, they are just using your contents for free, giving you peanuts or not even giving you anything. Now with OConnect, we have the platform that will help them reach all their followers without limitation, because most of those platforms, even when you are shooting a live, okay, they will broadcast the live to a small fraction of your followers. Let's say, for example, you have 1 million followers and you are doing a live. Some platform will show your live to 1/10 of your followers and see how it goes. If they have a lot of interactions in the comments, the likes, and then they can push it to 20% and then 40%. Why? Because instead they want to sell your data and make money. But OnPassive has given to the users, to those people trying to take advantage, not take advantage, I mean to profit from their followers. Those people will be able to broadcast and reach every single followers if they are paying attention, if they are connecting, ready to connect at a very low cost, unbeatable. So OnConnect is a solution to a lot of issues, and it's, and at the same time, like the CEO said, it's a backbone to a lot of applications. So the the performance that we are seeing on OConnect, and we are just testing the first version. Imagine the final version that is coming in a few days. When that one hits the market, believe me, we people are going to run after us to put their hands on these tools to use them.
Wow.
So OConnect is the way to go.
Wow. Crazy indeed. If it's not crazy, then it's not Mr. Mufare, and of course, it's not on
Right.
passive. So, Anita, this I really could not go without doing this, because whether any other person is excited about this or not, Fernand and myself are definitely rolling on the ground because of this one on the screen, the mobile apps. Are you in any way excited about this, or what do you think about the coming of the mobile apps, Anita?
Okay, look, first of all, just going on from what Fernand just said there, I mean, the thing about being able to just update everything is because of the digital side of things, and the younger generation are really, really into things that are digital, and also the mobile apps. I mean, for me personally, I'm quite happy with using my laptop for everything, right? We obviously all want to use our phone for certain things, but there are some people, they just do absolutely everything on their phone. And so, this is great news that the mobile app's coming along, because there are people that do literally run their entire business off of a phone,
Yeah.
and they can do absolutely everything, and they're this speedy, and they can cut and paste and do, and I'm like, whoa, okay, give me my laptop, you know. So there are going to be some of us that are really pleased to have that mobile app. Some of us it doesn't make too much difference too, but certainly there's a lot of people that are going to really run their business from the mobile app, and I do believe that, you know, the I can't remember the exact percentage. I think Andy knows this, but it's something like 70% of people are using the mobile at the moment to log into OnPassive. I think it's 70 something percent, isn't it? So they can see those figures. So it is moving with the times and everything. Like I say, I mean, we just said about updating products. It's because they're digital. They can log in and change things tomorrow, but with the phone they've got to do it every year, because obviously they've sold the phone, so they upgrade yearly, as Fernand just said. So it is moving with the times, and I think that Ash is very much on keeping it to what's currently going on in the world, what people are used to. It's like, some people love Facebook, some love TikTok. It's just what's gonna, the more things that are there, the easier it's gonna be for each individual to choose what's right for them. And so if a mobile app's better for you, great. If your laptop's better for you, great. He's making sure we have got everything we need, but also the customer has got everything at hand that they need to. So, yep, as far as the mobile app goes, that's a brilliant thing that's coming soon as well.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. If you are joining us now and you are new here, we run on 7 and 8 channels. Actually, there's one going on live on Facebook for those who are struggling joining YouTube. Why not go ahead and subscribe, click on the bell, because we are here at least 2 times a day. And if you appreciate what we are doing, let's keep on sharing and exposing our company. So I'll let Andy hold on because he already had his go on this point yesterday. So if you want to hear what Andy has to say about the mobile apps, go and watch the video of yesterday, please. Andy is going to speak last after our brother Fernand. So, bro, I take a deep breath and then address our family in the language that they would also take something home, which is French. Thank you.
Oui, merci Comfort, merci Andy, merci Anita. C'est un plaisir d'être ici parmi vous ce soir. Pour une fois, l'émission est à caractère bilingue et ça fait plaisir de savoir que ceux qui sont en ligne en train de nous regarder, que ce soit sur Facebook ou sur YouTube, sont servis, quelle que soit la langue qu'ils parlent, parmi les deux langues bien sûr. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons une fois de plus discuté sur un petit aspect de OnPassive parce que OnPassive, c'est un peu comme un univers. C'est une compagnie qui voudrait apporter des valeurs à l'humanité tout entière. Et c'est la raison pour laquelle les produits de OnPassive répondent à tous les besoins de l'humanité, de tous les besoins de l'internaute, je voulais dire. Donc, nous ne pouvons pas, en une heure, vous parler explicitement de tout ce qui se passe sur OnPassive. C'est la raison pour laquelle il y a toujours des sujets sur lesquels on arrive et on se concentre pour vous permettre d'avoir une portion des informations relatives à ces sujets-là. Et au début de cette émission, nous avons parlé un peu de l'écosystème. Et l'écosystème, nous avons dit que c'est le point de départ pour tous. Et nous avons fait comprendre que chaque personne qui arrive à OnPassive doit passer par l'écosystème parce que c'est l'endroit où OnPassive va installer toutes ses applications. Vous avez déjà des exemples sur le net avec certaines compagnies comme Google ou Apple, où lorsque vous arrivez chez eux, il va falloir rentrer dans la boîte où vous pouvez retrouver les applications. Donc, OnPassive à l'écosystème, c'est incontournable. Tous ceux qui voudraient utiliser un produit d'OnPassive ou qui sont juste des personnes curieuses auront besoin de créer ce profil-là pour faire partie. Et nous avons tout à l'heure également fait comprendre que on pouvait profiter de OnPassive sous deux angles. Si vous venez comme utilisateur, sachez que vous aurez une satisfaction totale parce que nous répondons à tous vos besoins. Et non seulement cela, la qualité de nos produits font que OnPassive devient un véhicule qui peut vous amener du point A au point B. Par exemple, si vous arrivez avec pour objectif d'améliorer peut-être le rendement dans votre entreprise ou si vous êtes juste un simple utilisateur et que vous avez eu des difficultés à utiliser d'autres plateformes, peut-être les fonctionnalités n'étaient pas suffisantes pour ce que vous recherchiez, alors OnPassive met à votre disposition des produits de haute technologie qui vont vous permettre d'accomplir vos tâches. Et de l'autre côté, nous avons également des gens qui vont venir en passive pour gagner de l'argent, ceux qui voudraient l'indépendance financière. Ceux-là, OnPassive a mis à leur disposition la possibilité. C'est vrai, on entrait comme membre fondateur il y a de cela 1 an, mais quoi que la porte soit fermée aujourd'hui pour devenir membre fondateur, il reste encore la possibilité de rejoindre OnPassive comme homme d'affaires en devenant revendeur. Il suffit juste, je ne sais pas si notre sœur Comfort a un lien dans la description. Vous allez simplement, dans cette description-là, vous cliquez sur le lien et vous pouvez vous enregistrer comme membre revendeur. Et la bonne nouvelle là-dedans, c'est l'automatisation qui accompagne les produits de OnPassive pour ceux qui veulent faire business avec nous. C'est-à-dire que vous n'avez pas besoin d'être un technicien, un savant pour vous en sortir, comme c'est le cas avec d'autres plateformes. Il suffit juste de nous rejoindre et OnPassive va automatiser les choses pour vous et ce sera de façon surprenante. J'ai parlé de ceci à beaucoup de gens. Ils m'ont dit c'est trop beau pour être vrai. Et je leur ai toujours rappelé que OnPassive, c'est en ça que OnPassive est différente d'autres entreprises sur le marché. Ailleurs, ce qui n'a jamais été fait par personne, avec OnPassive, c'est faisable. C'est-à-dire que vous pouvez leur confier entièrement votre business et permettre à leurs ingénieurs de le faire pour vous et de le mettre sous la forme automatisée, ce que j'ai appelé tout à l'heure autopilotage. Ça, c'est ONPASSIVE. Maintenant, nous avons parlé des campagnes de marketing que nous avons tenues à Dubaï. Et j'ai dit que Dubaï, c'était la véritable vitrine de notre entreprise. Et on a choisi Dubaï, pourquoi? Parce que c'est presque le centre du monde. Je ne dis pas sur le point géographique. Quand je dis centre du monde, c'est le lieu de rencontre des personnes venant de tous les horizons. Que vous soyez un homme d'affaires ou un politicien ou un simple voyageur qui est là pour le tourisme, à Dubaï, on retrouve toutes ces catégories de personnes. Donc, sachez que c'est stratégique, nos publicités à Dubaï. Et j'ai parlé des muscles de ONPASSIVE. Comme pour dire que ONPASSIVE ne fait pas dans la dentelle. Regardez ce qui a été fait. Le dernier événement, il y a juste quelques jours, c'était samedi, a été projeté du building de l'immeuble le plus grand au monde, le plus élevé. Et ça a également été, nous avons également tenu un événement sur la carrousel la plus large de la terre. Et c'est pour vous dire quel est notre gabarit, quelle est notre force de frappe à ONPASSIVE. Nous ne faisons, c'est une entreprise sérieuse qui ne lésine pas sur les moyens. C'est une entreprise sérieuse qui, lorsqu'elle veut réaliser quelque chose, elle met les ressources nécessaires pour y parvenir. Nous avons parlé tout à l'heure de la qualité de ces produits, les fonctionnalités, la compétitivité sur le marché. Nous avons dit que ONPASSIVE avait mis sur pied déjà, je veux dire, les produits commercialisables, il y en a 2. Au total, nous avons 5 produits sur le marché. 3 sont gratuits. Il s'agit de OTRIM, ONET et OChat. Pardon, pas OChat. OTRIM, ONET et quel est le troisième produit? OTRIM,
Au
ONET
connect,
et
au
OMEL.
connect.
OMEL,
Omer,
non,
oui. Mhm.
gratuit,
Omer.
gratuit.
Gratuit,
Maintenant,
Omer, oui.
les produits commercialisables, nous avons OConnect et nous avons OTracker. Et nous avons parlé de la qualité. Et nous avons rappelé le fait que OConnect, par exemple, aura des mises à jour hebdomadaires. Donc, chaque semaine, les techniciens, les ingénieurs vont faire des mises à jour sur ONPASSIVE. Nous n'avons pas souvent vu cela dehors avec d'autres entreprises qui prennent 1 an, 2 ans, 3 ans pour faire des mises à jour sur leur site Internet. Ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire nous avons déjà des fonctionnalités qui sont des fonctionnalités que le monde ne connaît pas encore parce que quand vous prenez les compagnies concurrentes, vous cumulez leurs fonctionnalités, vous vous rendez compte que ça n'atteint pas ce que ONPASSIVE a dans sa plateforme de O-Connect. Donc, déjà avec ce nombre de fonctionnalités, et nous allons continuer d'ajouter les fonctionnalités, nous allons continuer d'améliorer les fonctionnalités déjà existantes, ça veut dire nous allons satisfaire le monde. Et comme je disais tout à l'heure, qu'on soit musicien, qu'on soit politicien, qu'on soit influenceur, quel que soit le nombre qui vous suit, même 1 milliard de personnes, la plateforme O-Connect, c'est la plateforme qui va permettre à ces gens de personnes de s'exprimer et de pouvoir avoir euh, la portée expectée, c'est-à-dire atteindre le nombre de leurs followers sur le net. Tout devient faisable avec OConnect. Donc, ça, c'était un autre point et nous avons également parlé, nous avons encore conclu en parlant, n'est-ce pas, de l'écosystème. Et comme je disais tout à l'heure, l'écosystème, ça va être aussi sous forme d'application sur votre téléphone. Et l'importance à ce niveau, c'est quoi? C'est que lorsqu'on regarde les statistiques, on se rend compte que 70 à 80 ou 85 même parfois des personnes qui visitent des sites Internet ou des plateformes digitales, ces personnes utilisent comme appareil le téléphone. Aujourd'hui, tout à l'heure, Anita, qui est sur le plateau avec moi, a exprimé ce qui se passe avec la jeunesse. La jeunesse aujourd'hui se retrouve en train de promener le téléphone un peu partout. Et même nous, de la vieille école, nous sommes constamment sur le téléphone. C'est vrai, je vais sur mon ordinateur quelques fois par jour, mais l'essentiel du travail se fait sur le téléphone. C'est pour cela qu'il y a la nécessité d'avoir une application même avec l'écosystème. Et la plupart de nos plateformes viendront aussi sous forme d'application. Donc, le tout sera installé dans l'écosystème afin qu'on ait une plus grande portée dans le monde. Et nous sommes prêts n'est-ce pas, à tendre la main et à retrouver les 5,4 milliards de personnes qui sont sur la toile en train d'avoir des activités sur Internet. ONPASSIVE a cette capacité, a ces moyens, et ce n'est plus qu'une question de temps parce qu'on y est déjà et vous avez vu ce qui s'est passé pour ceux qui ont regardé dernièrement. Également, je voudrais, n'est-ce pas, pour chuter, demander à tous ceux qui nous suivent en ce moment, nous sommes en train de diffuser sur plusieurs plateformes. La plateforme sur laquelle vous vous trouvez, ou c'est Facebook, ou c'est YouTube, allez simplement cliquer, liker, abonnez-vous et pour que les prochaines émissions comme celle-ci, vous ne les manquiez pas. Donc voilà, merci. J'espère que j'ai tout dit.
That's you. Thank you so much, dear bro. That was powerful. He captured everything, guys. That was really, really, really powerful. I think Mr. Mufare has the best of everything. I mean, everything. So I really appreciate your time and all the energy and all you do on your platform for our other brothers who speak the French language. So, Andy, you just want to raise your voice now and say whatever you want to say to close this wonderful session tonight. Thank you, bro.
I think we when we discussed about taking over Dubai, as Anita put it, what you've got to bear in mind is that Dubai is the international hub. You know, there's flights from Dubai to Far East, to America, South America, and whatever. Everyone congregates in Dubai. Now, it was mentioned yesterday about 1,300 shopping malls have got Dubai in, have got on passive on in somewhere or another. We've got the station, we've got the laser shot, the Burj Khalifa, and now the Ferris wheel. Every single person in Dubai, and again, Dubai wants to become the next Silicon Valley, but not the Silicon Valley of California or Hyderabad, the Silicon Valley of the world. So technology companies are moving there, and what we're seeing with the creation and the products from OnPassive is this is the perfect place for where we need to be. Not only from the point of view that this is the Silicon Valley of the world, but also from the point of view that every single person that arrives in Dubai sees OnPassive wherever they go. And as Anita pointed out, they take it home with them. Who is this OnPassive? What's that all about? Why is it so big in Dubai? Why is, what's going on? And that for us is one of the best branding opportunities you're ever going to see. Thank you, Comfort.
Thank you so much, Andy. We really appreciate this evening. We appreciate the panel. Thank you, our brother Fernand, for joining us, and of course, over delivering a la manière de Ash Mufare. And guys, thank you for the wonderful comments. Happy birthday to my beautiful sister Mayen. And of course, see you again really soon, guys. Tomorrow morning, and of course in the evening. So go ahead and share. This was very useful information. Let's keep on sharing and make it viral. We just trying everything possible to make sure nobody is left behind. Have a wonderful evening, guys, and thank you really much. Thank you.